What's up, everybody? Phoenix here. Welcome back to Super Power Pros, and today we got for you my deck profile for the new Marco leader. He's red and blue, and his effect, you give him a Dawn. You get to draw one card and put it on any card from your hand on the top or bottom of your deck, and give an opponent's character minus 2,000. So you pretty much fix your hand every single turn, and you set up what's on top of your deck, which is going to be very important, and you'll see why soon. Alright, so the first cards I'm playing is 3 of the Whitebeard Searcher Ezo. I'm not playing 4 because there's a lot of cards in this deck that are not searchable, so you don't want to be bottom decking them all. And you can always just replace cards in your hand with your leader effect anyways. Alright, the next card I'm playing is one of the 4-cost Pudding, very good for ruining people's days. And now to get into the Whitebeard cards, I'm playing 3 of the Blocker Marco. So very generic stat lines, and on KO you can revive him by trashing a Whitebeard card if you have 2 or less life, so it's very hard to get rid of. Next I'm playing 2 of the Vanilla Speed Gel, 4 cost, 6,000 power. Next I'm playing 4 of the new Speed Gel. On play, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Whitebeard, he gains Rush. Very good for applying some pressure. There's not many blue cards that are Rush out there, and he's one of the very few of them. Alright, next card I'm playing is 2 of the new Thatch. If he'll be removed from your field by an effect, you get to draw 1 card instead. You trash him and then you draw a card, so you still get some value off of him. So he's not the worst thing. Alright, next 4 costs, I'm playing 4 of the 2K Jozu. Late game, you can give him Rush, which actually does come in handy. I did win 1 game the other day because I had this in my hand and I needed the last ditch effort Rush. Right, next 4 cost, I'm playing 2 of the new Kingdo. He's just a 2K counter. Or activate main, you can give him 2,000 power. So he'll become 4/6, but he's more better used as a 2K, honestly. And now for one of the more important cards of the deck, the new 5-cost Ace. On play, you cheat out a 4-cost or lower Whitebeard character from the top of your deck. So that would be any of these characters up here. And his effect is easily set up with your leader effect because you get to put any card from your hand on top of your deck. So on your 6 Dawn turn, very easy to use his effect. Very good for making your board wide. Alright, next I'm playing 3 of the 5-cost Marco. He KOs a 3,000 power or less on play, so him combined with your leader effect pretty much KOs a 5,000 power character. And then he also can revive himself by trashing an event from your hand. So he's also another character that's hard to get rid of. Next, I'm playing 1 of the Hancock. Very good for stalling out your opponent's big bodies late game. And a very good stat line, of course. 6/8. Next, I'm playing 2 of the old Rushing Ace. He gives minus 3,000 to 2 opponent's characters on play, and then he also gains Rush. So he's very good for going wide on breaking boards, especially with the leader effect. A lot of minus in this deck. Next, I'm playing 3 of the new Rayleigh. He gives minus 3,000 to 1 character, minus 2,000 to another character, and then KOs the character of 3,000 power or less. And those minus stats stay until the end of your opponent's next turn, so it's very good for stalling out your opponent's next turn if they have like a wide weak board. And it kind of stabilizes your own board as well. Next, I'm playing 1 of the Rushing Dragon. On play, he gives 2 rested down to a character or leader, so if he gives it to himself, he's pretty much an 8 cost for 11,000 power rusher. Or you can give it to your leader so you can use his effect that turn. So it'll make it easier to knock out some rested characters. Alright, next I'm playing 2 of the Newgate. He gives your leader 2,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So your opponent's like has a wide board of like 5,000 or 6,000 characters. They're gonna have to put in some extra Dawn when your leader's at 7,000. He's not very good super late game when you're like at 1 or 0 life, but if you're like at 2 or 3 life is kind of healthy, is not that bad of a choice to be playing him. And then he can also kill a guy with what's it called, 3,000 power or less when attacking. And now another very important card of the deck, the Sanji, similar to the 5 cost ace. He cheats out characters on top of your deck of 9 cost or less. So usually you want to be cheating out your high cost characters like Hancock, Ace, Rayleigh, Dragon, or Newgate. His effect obviously is easily set up on a 10 down turn. He's so cool. Alright, next, more 2Ks I'm playing. The Otama gives minus 2,000 to an opponent's character. Very cheap minus effect. Very good for keeping things going with your 5 cost Marco, the Rayleigh, or just if you want to try to get rid of a character. I'm gonna put this here for now. Next, I'm playing 3 of the new Whitebeard event. Thank You for Loving Me, the 1 cost. This is the same thing as Ezo, but for the top 3, kind of. So it adds either a Whitebeard card or Monkey D. Luffy, and then you can leave the last 2 cards on the top of your deck or the bottom of your deck in any order. So it can also set up for your Sanji or your Ace effect without having to bottom deck cards that you want to see, especially for Sanji, because you don't want to be bottom decking like the Hancock or Rayleigh when you need them. Alright, the next event I'm playing is 2C Quick. It kills another character 3,000 power or less, same as most of the other cards here. Very good cheap event if you don't want to be playing the 5 cost Marco that turn. And last but not least, I'm playing one of the 0 cost event 0-3. You discard another card. Your character or leader gains 3,000 power for that battle. Alright, I'm trying to make this look a little bit nicer for you guys, and then I'll try to explain more about some things. Alright guys, so here's the whole deck profile. This here is the King Duo. I know it's hard to see with the glare. So my strategy here is just to try to go as wide as you can with this ace to cheat out characters, so your opponent is more focused on attacking your board than attacking into your life, so you can survive long enough to play into your Sanjis to cheat out the bigger characters, and then you really get a lot of pressure against them. Some cards you might consider bumping up is the Pudding, because it's very good against some decks. Or you could bump up the Vanilla Speed Gels, take off some of the rushers, because he does end up being stronger. And you could also add more of the 0-3 event if you think this deck's too bricky. It does have like I believe it was, let's see, like 13 non-counter cards from all the way from Boba to Sanji. But honestly, this deck doesn't break that much because your leader effect is always bottom decking whatever cards you don't need from your hand. One more card I would think you might want to add to the deck is the Gravity Blade, but I don't really see space for that here, and it kind of takes up your entire turn. I'd rather spend that playing characters or attacking something else. There are situations where that's better, like if you want to bottom deck the 5 cost blocker Sabos from the black decks. But otherwise, I think this deck is pretty solid. There's many ways to play it. I've been having fun with it, and yeah, this is it. Let me know if you guys would have any changes, and I'll see you in the next one.